Every killer we have covered in this series had one thing in common. The world felt sorry for the victims and studied the killer. Tonight is different, because tonight, the killer and the victim are the same person, and the question this case asks is one that the justice system still hasn't answered honestly. Welcome back to the serial killer edition of The Haunted Truth. Tonight we cover the most complicated, most debated, and most misrepresented case in this entire series. Aileen Wuornos, a story the world wasn't ready to hear. Between 1989 and 1990, Wuornos shot and killed 7 men along the highways of Florida. She was working as a sex worker. Each victim, she said, had raped or attempted to rape her. Each killing, she claimed, was self-defense. The state of Florida called her a serial killer and sentenced her to death. But here is what the trial didn't spend much time on. Aileen Wuornos was abandoned by her mother as an infant. Her father was in prison for child molestation. She was raised by grandparents who were, by multiple accounts, abusive. She was sexually assaulted repeatedly as a child, by people she knew. She gave birth at 14. She was homeless by 15, living in the woods near her childhood home. She never had a single year of safety. Not one. By the time she was on those Florida highways, she had been surviving alone in the harshest possible conditions for over 2 decades. Here is the question nobody wanted to ask in that courtroom. If everything she said about those 7 men is true, and she was consistent in those claims from the moment of her arrest, then what exactly was she convicted of? The prosecution argued she was predatory, that she targeted men deliberately, that the self-defense claims were fabricated, but not one of those 7 men had a clean record with women. The case broke further when investigators used her girlfriend, Aileen Wuornos, to extract a confession through recorded phone calls. Wuornos confessed, and then felt the full weight of what that confession cost her. She was executed in October 2002. Her final statement was less than 2 minutes long. She said she was sailing with the rock. A born-again Christian woman adopted her while she was on death row. The state still executed her. Aileen Wuornos is listed in every database as a serial killer. But here is what I want you to sit with after this video ends. At what point does a person who has been failed by every system stop being a criminal and start being a consequence? Comment below. Which serial killer do you want The Haunted Truth to cover next? Your comment decides episode 8. This is The Haunted Truth. The stories that were buried. Don't stay buried forever.